Learning English is something that never stops. There are things that you can do each day to improve your English. In today's video, let's talk about 5 things that you can do to improve your English conversation. Are you ready to find out those 5 things? If so, then let's get into it. Why a podcast and not a TV show or a movie? Today, I suggest that you follow a podcast and not a TV show or a movie because I really want you to be able to work on your English listening skills. With a TV show or a movie, you can be helped out by the visuals along with the words. But by listening to a podcast in English, you have to really focus on what is being said, which is a great way for you to improve your listening. There is also a variety of English podcasts, so you're definitely going to be able to find something that's just right for you. If you have a podcast that has a transcript, it's going to be a great way for you to be able to go back and see what you missed or to find out how much you were actually able to catch. You can also go back later and then practice your pronunciation against the people that are on the podcast. So try to find a podcast that you're going to be able to listen to every day so that you can work on listening to many different people, accents, and people from various backgrounds. 10 to 15 minutes a day would be perfect. Of course, if you can do more, do more. If you're able to, speaking to a native speaker is going to be a great way for you to improve your English. Language classes or a language exchange are going to be 2 of your options. A language exchange is going to be free, and then, of course, you'll be able to speak using your native language, and then, of course, you'll be able to speak in English as well. I actually had a Japanese English language exchange when I first got to Japan, and it was a great way for me to learn Japanese because after we had our session of me teaching him some different English topics or concepts, then I was able to go with his family, have dinner together every Monday, and this is where I would really be able to test out my Japanese, see if what we were learning together was really taking hold. It was just a great way for me to be able to use everyday Japanese with real people in a real setting. Of course, if you are able to, having an English language teacher is also going to be a great way to learn because you can get targeted help on the parts of English that you are interested in learning at that time. If you're able to do both, you're going to get the best of both worlds because you're going to be able to go over things that maybe you had trouble with in that language exchange. You can ask your teacher about it and get some targeted help. The most important thing here is being able to talk to an actual person, and this is really going to be a big benefit when it comes to improving your English. Learn a number of new words a day. See if you can set yourself a goal of learning at least a few new words each day. You can find things when you're around your house or when you're out in the wild. You can keep those new vocabulary words that you learn in your phone, keep them in a physical notebook. Whichever way you do it, just make sure that you're learning those new words and then getting them down. Right now, I've been keeping a lot of things in Google Keep lately because when I check on my computer or my phone, it's always in the same spot, and it's just an easy way for me to track it. But of course, like I said, you can also just use a physical pen and a paper and do the same thing. Write the things down that you come across in your notebook or in your phone if you're doing it that way. And then at the end of the day, research, find out how to pronounce it, and then practice pronouncing those words. After a while, it will start to become second nature for you to be on the lookout for things that you're not used to or unfamiliar with. Jot it down and be able to make sure that at the end of each day, you're practicing and learning a new set of words. This is going to train your brain to be on the lookout for new things in English. And after a while, it's just going to become second nature for you to be walking around, kind of scanning, getting the lay of the land, and thinking, how do I say that in English? The next thing that you can do is to use those new words that you have learned. If you have a notebook or something you can write in, you can take the new words that you have learned and try to make a few simple sentences describing your day. They don't have to be long sentences, but what you want to do in this step is to really make it a habit to start using the words that you learn. This way, it will start to stick with you better. Also, you can go back to your journal to review or check out the new words before you get started the next day. Doing this is going to be a great way for you to get new words that you can use on people that you meet as well. It's a great way for you to improve your writing, reading, vocabulary, and pronunciation if you look that up as well. If you go back to the step about learning with a teacher, it can also be a great conversation starter as well. I have a lot of students who write a journal, so it's usually something that's in between lessons, something interesting that they did. And once we read through that journal and make corrections, it's just a great jumping off point for our conversations for that lesson. Perform translations of subjects that you are interested in. I know you may want to get away from translating everything in English, but performing translations on subjects that you are really interested in can be a great way for you to improve your English. It's real important to be able to understand the differences between how things are said in different languages. Translation is going to be able to help you with this, and it can also be really good in the future when you want to start getting out of your head and translating everything and just start getting into more natural spoken English. You will have a great understanding of how to do this because you're going to be much more comfortable with the differences between your native language and English. Okay, I hope this video is going to help you improve your English. And if you're able to do one or all of these things each day, I think you'll really notice the benefits. If you got any good benefit yourself, how about send this video to someone else that you think it will help, and then click on that subscribe button down below to get more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in seeing more with me, how about click this video right here, and then I look forward to seeing the next video. See you.